Hey everyone, today we're going to take a couple of minutes to review cervical CARs like you might be prescribed by one of us here at the clinic at Perfect Stride. Really important to remember that during the performance of your cervical CARs, you do not experience any pain, more particularly your pain that you're coming in for, or any kind of pain that's in the closing angle of the joint, and we'll explain that in a little bit. First thing I need you to do is just establish some tension everywhere else in your body. So you're going to pull your elbows in, make a light fist, even potentially squeeze your thighs and hold your butt together. Once you get nice and set, what we're going to do is pretend like we're taking our chin and pushing it down into our chest, okay? If I was to place a little rubber ball or tennis ball here in my, at the top part of my chest, I want you guys to envision really pushing down into that, okay? So if you can think about pushing as hard as you can, that would be your maximal effort. We don't want that right now. Cut that in half, and then cut it in half a little bit more. So we want to stay around 10 or 20% tension or effort throughout the entire arc of our circle. So I set tension everywhere else. I start to push my chin down. I'm holding tension now. I slowly start to turn my chin toward the collarbone. In this case, we'll start left, creating tension the entire time. Once I get to an end range, that is when I start to deviate and draw the circle up and around. Our reference point here will be our chin. As we look all the way up to the ceiling and down to the opposite collarbone. Now note, the same way that I was holding tension in the front of my neck and down through the side of my collarbone here was the same way I transferred that tension to the back. So now I'm always kind of squeezing my neck muscles in the back side of my neck. That brings us to our important point of what closing angle pain is. In this case, in the neck, closing angle pain would essentially be any pain you experience into extension or side bending, okay? Those are definitely things that we want to stay away from too. So in the event that you do have any types of closing angle pain or a part of the area or motion that brings on your specific symptoms, the only thing we're going to do is just simply cut or bypass that circle. So now let me demonstrate again. We take some tension up in there everywhere in our body, hold nice and tight. I'm going to start by going down again, and I'm going to start to turn, okay? Now let's say, for instance, I get to a point of right here, and I start to have my symptoms. At that point, I'm going to stop, and then that's where I'm going to start to draw my circle up around toward the ceiling. Let's say I get pain again here. I stop, and I'm going to start to cut the circle again and continue onward as long as I don't have pain. That's a review of cervical CARs.